role as soon as they got off the bus. David, they were bigger, they were stronger and faster, and showed up on the scoreboard.
Oh, and Tennessee hasn't forgotten about it. You've had a year to stew on it and do something about it because you had a lot of mistakes a year ago.
Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
And just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
It's complete, and he will score. Touchdown, Bama! And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Coming out with it, it's White. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Touchdown time in Tennessee. What a turn that last drive was. Didn't pick up the fourth down, and it led to the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating because you think you might get points, and then your defense gives up points. This has got to be a complementary football type deal. The offense now needs to provide a little spark and give this defense some hope.
No doubt, David. They got to turn the page, and they've got to play with a little bit more urgency here, knowing they've got to get that one back and put a good drive together.
Using his legs, it's Sampson. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21. And the Volunteers moving quickly to the line. Despite all the bitterness in the Alabama-Auburn rivalry, to many, this game, Alabama-Tennessee, has the richest tradition and carries the most importance.
And you think of some of the legends that have trolled the sidelines in this rivalry, right? Paul Bear Bryant, Johnny Majors, Nick Saban. This has been such a critical game, not just in the SEC, but all across college football as well, Dave.
Yeah, in 1901, going back that far, this rivalry, the fans absolutely don't like each other. They don't like anything about each other. Every time the other team's playing, they're cheering against them. This game has always meant a lot.
Quarterback on the keeper. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. When they've got him looking run, now to pass. The freshman able to get home with the sack.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play action attempt.
A third down play to get the quarter started. On the run, it's Iamaleava. Throws to the tight end. Got him downfield. Smashes ahead. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That kind of pickup on first down, and you can take a shot here on second and short. And the Vols pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Watching this Tennessee running back, man, he just runs with so much purpose, and it reminds me of guys that I used to play against. Jamal Lewis.
Got it! Takes it to the house! Touchdown, Vols! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And it's up and good. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And he winds up right where he would have on the touchback. Goes out of bounds at the 25. drive really productive, David. Wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown, everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Looking to move it through the air. Stepping to the right. He's going to take off.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Looking downfield, it's Milroe. Looking down the middle. He makes a catch. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. Love to see the fearlessness of a quarterback to work the middle of the field.
And he's got so much confidence in his own arm talent to be able to get that football there before the defense can break it up.
And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
Well, that is one the tight end is going to want to have back. He was wide open on that play. That's one he's got to make. He's got to be able to make that catch.
Handoff from the gun. Just a 1-yard gain leaves him with 3rd and 9.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the play.
And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of a dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Fires into the end zone. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Well, they're unable to come up with that one on 4th down, and I remember this as a player. You practice specific plays on 4th down for those types of situations, and you know all week against the scout team, they've gotten really clean looks, easy to execute against. They didn't get a clean look that time, so you chalk it up to the defense and take note of it next time. You might not run that play again if you're in a similar situation.
And this one will be stopped for no gain. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line, warp speed for 2nd down. Trying play action. Throws for the tight end. Wide open downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. That last big play, one that can really jumpstart a drive. It's 1st and 10 from the 47. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sampson. Makes a catch and knocked down. The Volunteers want to pick up the tempo. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee! The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Comes out throwing on 1st down. He's going up top. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. The falls, we'll kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fair catch called for and made. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to...
Picked off! And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
First down for this offense. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's White. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Back to throw. It's Iamaleava looking to the big tight end. And this is going to be incomplete on third down.
Well, I know that one fell incomplete, but what a day this guy's had throwing the football. Multiple touchdowns, and he's done a really nice job with his decision-making. Hasn't thrown any picks, which has really helped keep this offense on schedule.
And they're going to try to convert on fourth down. 1 for 2 so far today. Fires to the middle. Pass is incomplete, but a lot of contact there. I think it's going to be pass interference and a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's McCoy. He makes the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down.
That's a pretty impressive throw, man. That's given me Peyton Manning to Peerless Price memories back when I was watching them, playing against them in college. That was a thing of beauty right there. There's a nice chemistry that this quarterback has with this group of wide receivers, and you see that in the timing of these throws.
He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. And the Volunteers will hustle to the line. They'll give it to him again. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the gun. Give on the inside. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Out of the shotgun on third down. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
He'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes that Alabama offense. They are trailing by 10 here, Jesse, but this is the type of team that seems comfortable in an offensive shootout. And the pressure gets there, and down he goes at the 18.
Yeah, and the quarterback didn't have a chance. I mean, when you get to the QB that fast, Jesse, you're still processing information, for goodness sakes.
And you're getting to the sideline whenever this drive is over, and you're asking for help from your offensive coordinator. You're asking, hey, can we slide our offensive line and help out blocking this guy? Can I get a tight end to stay in and maybe get a chip on this dude? Because I'm not feeling too comfortable right now back there knowing that we're trying to only block him with one.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Wants to throw on third. And the freshman will chalk up a sack. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered.
Well, it's been a little bit of a seesaw here the last two plays. Offense gets a chunk play, and then the defense gets a sack. Great job by the defense there, turning the page and coming up with the big one.
And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
Yeah, and down by 2 scores, and I guess you get to the point where you got to say, I'm going to go for it. We got to be aggressive. We got to make this happen. They tried to make it happen. The defense comes up big. Now, it is not looking good.
On the move, it's Iamaleava. He'll take a shot. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone.
Yeah, and just got enough of the football there by the defender, breaking on the football, getting his hand on it. He couldn't bat it down, but he got a fingertip on it, tipped that thing away from the receiver, made the big play, saving the touchdown.
And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll sprint in for the score. Touchdown, Volunteers! Football time in Tennessee is all Big Orange right now as the Vols have built a big lead.
And you can hear the Tennessee fans, and they're yelling Rocky Top at the top of their lungs. Tennessee's got it going. Jesse, later in the game, second half, this is right where they wanted to be.
I just think momentum's a real thing, and they've been able to ride that momentum here in the second half. When plays have presented themselves, they've taken advantage of those opportunities, and that's why Rocky Top is pulling away.
Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off. And he is brought down, but what a way to finish this quarter with the pick. The kickoff team on the field as they'll send this one away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Finds his way up to the 24 before he goes out of bounds. Tide offense rolls onto the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last week.
They get enough rush, and it pays off the sack at the 20. Just a great job defensively, making him go through his progressions, and he really didn't have time to do it.
And that's exactly what you do in zone coverage. You drop in your spots, you read the quarterback's eyes, make sure you take away that quick stuff, and a great job rushing the passer and getting the sack.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's got it down the right side. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So he just lost track of where the line of scrimmage was. The illegal forward pass will wave off the play. Penalty will be accepted. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
And now such a tough situation. Late in this game, you're trailing, but now it's 4th and long. Like, it's one thing if it's 4th and short. This makes it even more difficult. You got to have something dialed up you feel really great about.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Getting some heat. Pressure coming. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
Yeah, and now trailing with a little over 2 minutes, it's looking bleak. My defense has got to go out there and get a stop immediately. I got to stop the clock as fast as I can, try to save as much as I can, and then put my 2-minute offense together. There's a lot that has to go right for me to get back in this ballgame.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And the Vols want to crank the tempo.
How about this defense? This defense is getting after the quarterback, making him feel uncomfortable. The 3rd sack of...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. And this crowd is losing it, frenzied after the back-to-back sacks. 3rd and long coming up. Going for it all. Grabbed it in the end zone, but caught it just out of bounds on the left sideline. It's incomplete.
Really nice 3rd down sub defense there that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're bringing heat. He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They're ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Law. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. He's looking to throw it. And they got him for the sack.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
His defensive linemen have tents in the backfield. Goodness gracious, they're camping out back there, hitting the quarterback time and time again. When you sacked him this much, of course he's going to be flustered. Of course he wants to get rid of the football.
Quarterback checking off. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. He's taking a deep shot. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Motion from the offense. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Stands in and takes the hit. Grabs it at the 25 in stride. Touchdown, Alabama! And once he got loose, it was all over.
There we go. There's step 1. There's a lot of things that needs to happen for this offense, but they started with the touchdown. Time's ticking out. We got to go for 2 here. Cut this to 8, where we maybe can get another score and get that 2-point conversion to tie it.
So, guys, that touchdown was huge, but they have to get the 2 here to make it a 1-possession game. Looking to throw, it's Milroe. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. 2-pointer is good, and now it's a 1-score game here deep in the 4th. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped that one off in style, a 74-yarder for the score. Ball bouncing all over the place and corralled around the 30. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. 1-possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high-percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
Yeah, and listen, what you understand as an offense is if I get 1 or 2 first downs, this
open runway ahead. The 30. 10. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. The Volunteers will try to run out the clock in the final minute. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? He's at the 50. The 30. Past the 20. Touchdown, Crimson almost certainly perhaps the lowest percentage play in all of sports, the onside kick.
Yeah, it's not high percentage, but that's why it's special teams, Reese. We're going to have something special happen. We got to go for it. You got to get an onside kick. You got to kick it. You got to see what happens.
Gets it out fast. He's into the end zone for the 2, and we've got a tie game in the final 2 minutes. We've got a dandy going here, all tied up in the fourth quarter and about to kick it away. He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. There's enough time to get the ball down the field here, David, but you've got to make sure you're efficient and avoid mistakes.
Yeah, and those 2-minute drills, you always talk about the first down, Jesse. Get that first down, stop the clock, get some momentum going on offense.
Yeah, and good decision-making by the quarterback, too, right? You don't have to be greedy in this situation. Just take what the defense gives you and get yourself in position to win.
Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, no doubt. That's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7.
26. 1st and goal, Tennessee.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And this field goal might not lock the game away, but you'd be able to hear the tumblers clicking. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. And as time is dwindling away in this one, the offense is set up. 1st and goal, a great opportunity to get the go-ahead score. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout is called, and the clock is down to 8. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to find its way to the goal line. Hard-hitting tackle. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. They'll play it safe and send out the field goal unit. No need to look right or left, just kick it right down the middle for the game. Splits the uprights right down the middle. That was a spontaneous combustion of a celebration on the sidelines, and wait to see what happens if they can hold on for a few more seconds. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Look at the clock, probably out of field goal range, David. Maybe time for one more shot.
Desperation time. You got to dial up what you practice, whether it's the throw, Jesse, and a bunch of laterals, or you're chucking this thing as far as you can throw it.
Yeah, somebody's going to have to just do something crazy to end up winning this game. But I'll tell you what, we've seen weird things happen in college football.
Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. They say every game counts the same in the standings, and that is true, but there are some games that no matter what the coaches say, they just mean a little more, and they hurt a little more if you lose.
They do, and that's a fact, and every player will tell you that. There are some games that are highlighted before the season that this game matters more, and it's not that the other ones don't matter. It's just that the hate runs so deep for some of these rivalries and some of these kids that grew up across the street from each other that went to different schools, Jesse. You can feel it.
David, you're absolutely right, and I wonder, because it was a rivalry game, did the losing team get a little overhyped? It just looked like they were pressing too much in this football game. They made too many uncharacteristic mistakes, and as a result, they take the L.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation.